Alright, sorry about that. When I went to run that errand, it ended up crashing everything. So, uh, we're back. Notably, you see there's a bunch more people here. That's because, one, it's a Tuesday, so everything reset. And two, it's like not the middle of the night, so people are out and about a little bit more. Regardless, let's go turn in our quests and continue. Did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No, no, no. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You learned the emote Imperial Salute. What's your deal, Sark Malark? You're called Ny'ardbert, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Clement. As a fellow adventurer and son of the Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort to whom you would entrust your secrets. It'd be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team. Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Where are we going to find something in Wedge's size? I didn't see any Lalafell there. Like, Biggs might just be a little tight. Like, they do have big people. Like, big here. You have the readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purposes, but I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Ny'ardbert. Alright, let's go beat up some Imperials. Whee! So, I believe, if I remember correctly, we are now on the final 10 quests. It might still be a while, but it is cool having the end in sight. Darn fates. Alright, I do not feel like soloing that fate, so I think we're gonna have to go around. I do wonder which of these two, like, is it random whether I get the helms or the uniforms, or like, is it a particular enemy type that gives one or the other? Like, I just got all 3 of the helms in a row there, and none of the uniforms, but I didn't see any of the types change. Oh, it doesn't give us anything. Maybe it is just random. Oh no, because that one's now not valid, so maybe it is by type. Alright, back we go. Pardon me, gentlemen. Lentic. There's a word I'm not super familiar with. Let's see if Editor Me is paying attention and do a vocabulary corner with Nick the DM. Please define lentic. Like, I feel like I've heard the word lenticular, which I have to imagine is based on the same thing, but I can't pull to mind exactly what that word is either. So that is not helpful to me. Got a bit of a cold today. Doing my best to cut out any coughs or whatever, but some might sneak on through. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Standard issue light infantry battle gear reinforced with carbon and cermet fibers to provide maximum protection with minimum loss of mobility. The scars of war cover both back and front of this piece. Standard issue light infantry battle helm reinforced with an aluminum alloy to provide maximum protection against severe head trauma. The scars of war cover all sides of this piece. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. Must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Eganolf at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we've already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Excuse me, are you Eganolf? So you're the venturer Sark Malark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, how are your friends Sark Malark a favorite or two? Took good care of old Eganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. But I suppose that he always felt the venturer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? What do you sell? Interesting. Sark, I return with intact clothes. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? I have. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In return, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory all in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would a wealthy merchant wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. You doing there, Wedge? Good work getting them Imperial duds. I'd be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. Took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of his patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployment. And hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. It ain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have until now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dressed up in your shiny tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of encouragement, use this smoke signal here, filtered fresh from an Imperial scout. I'll come running when they see that. When the cavalry arrives, hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. Okay, let's make sure I get my emotes on. Imperial salute. And... oh, what a devious Imperial we have here. Huh, I didn't notice how far forward that helm is. Maybe I guess it's different for the Makote. Look, guys, I'm an Imperial. No new text. Nope. Alright, let's go see if I can go rough up this robot. You know, it occurs to me, I probably shouldn't be running up on a chocobo with maelstrom colors. We could walk. If you were trying to get like the fastest possible time to get across, if you could like map out those frogs so that you like pulled their aggro so that their tongue would pull you forward instead of like off course. Hey guys. All the coin I make doing this goes to the wife in the country. If it turns out she's been squandering it on fancy clothes and gewgaws, I will not be amused. Get moving, you lot. The quicker we march, the sooner this will be over. Did you hear about these insurgents? Apparently they've got their eye on the Castrum. Personally, I'd like to see them try to take it. It'd serve to lift the tedium. They say it's our duty to bring civilization to these lands. What if these lands don't want civilizing? My wife bore me a son not long after I was sent here. Can't wait to go home and meet him. Well, got bad news, buddy. I'm probably about to kill you. Sir. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter. I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should all go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Oh, time to make at least a pair of widows. I don't know if it'll be more than that, but... I need to go back up there so they can see it. When lit, this tube emits a continuous plume of white smoke, used to inform others of one's current position. Cid, you're gonna be immediately recognizable. Hope you don't mind me joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there! You've been betrayed! Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Okay, there's only 4 of them. Oh, nope, they are all here. That's rough. Keep hitting the Reaper until it stops moving. Gunblade? That's cool. Got a healer. Damn it. Fine. Get it? Is that... Are we supposed to, like, get it to 0? Oh, yes? Yes, alright, cool. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, and it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Just a bit. Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? She's right fucked, Captain. Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanism may be damaged. Eh? Aren't those things protected by ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh, Kurt Chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's School. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Ny'ardbert. Fantastic. Just for consistency's sake, I would like to remind Biggs and Witch that, like, you know, sleep deprivation will probably have you make more mistakes and make it take net longer than just, like, you know, going in for a nap. You know, what are you doing out here? Still nothing new to say. Alright, cool. Magitech armor? Cid and the others took it inside. Go on and enjoy them. What do you think, Ny'ardbert? She's a beauty, isn't she? Ever seen an ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat then. Stand back and enjoy the show. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. So 'tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit for a visit. Oh, you get Shirk this late? I guess that makes sense. You really only need it in late game stuff. Shirk is an ability that you'll probably never see me use. Because what it does is it basically takes all the enmity on me and passes it to an ally. It's mostly useful for swapping tanks when, like, you're getting low and the other people have their cooldowns still. Every little thing she does is Magitech. The repairs are proceeding apace. Shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty, which has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which must be replaced at regular intervals thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues. However, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Much like that gamble with the corrupted crystal, it's quite possible that this plan fails spectacularly. But it is a risk we'll have to take in order to free our friends. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the dunderhead maintenance engineers of Castrum Century had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a mammoth heart. What? Where are we going to find a mammoth? In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No. Well, they typically cost something in the order of... Hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. I mean, I do have a fair amount of gil, but, like, you should probably tell me what it is so I don't, like, just go all the way to Ul'dah and not have it. Alright, well, away we go. Ooh, wait, I should not be dressed as an Imperial if I'm going to teleport into Ul'dah. There. To the Goldsmith's Guild. And we'll check in on Serenity and Gigi. Which are not going to be in our streams, or like in this story, because Ny'ardbert is not a craftsman, at least is not yet. Goldsmith's quests are cute though. Hello, Serendipity. Hello there. Come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. This heart is for Master Alfino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Yep. That's me. Alfino's manservant. But why doesn't he have to pay for this? Tender in years though he may be, Master Alfino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Oh, pass on something. Alfino! Why didn't you tell me you were fabulously wealthy and also had hired me? Because I feel like we should probably discuss salary if that's the case. Oh, you're still talking about the Castrum name. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We'll square up later. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Clockwork soul of a mammoth. Does that mean that this little thing's gonna be sentient? Because that's kind of awesome. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. Must have cost an emperor's ransom. No, actually. Apparently Alfino has deep pockets and some connections. Free of charge. Courtesy of Alfino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage! Or not. Huh. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. Ny'ardbert, would you care to do the honors? Does she have a name? If she's, like, sentient. Alright, you can't talk. Good to know. This is Ironworks' first major project since my return. I mean to see that it's a success. I've overseen 100 such tests, but they still play hells with my nerves, and that's without the Chief watching. Hop into the pilot's seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Hell yeah. I did it. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then sprint north, quick as you can. Ah, this is from back when some mounts had a sprint function. It wasn't like a common mount thing, it was just this was, like, thing for the quest, if I remember correctly. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Ny'ardbert. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be. I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automaton to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings! Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case we should do all our best to make her feel welcome. Hello, Miss Armor. Well, welcome to the team. Happy to have you aboard. Click. Did that work? Come on, everybody. Let's give Maggie here a warm welcome. Please make her feel at home. Oh, Maggie. I take it Wedge's suggestion has given you pause? Well, I don't blame you. The lad does have some rather unorthodox ideas. Still, orthodoxy did not give us language, tools, clothes, or machina. Short of a better idea, I don't suppose it would hurt to try. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem to be convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor! Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland. Is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Ny'ardbert, protect the armor at all costs. Alright, Maggie, we got you. Hey, you, come here. Hey! Focusing to make sure it doesn't target Maggie again. Just to do that the once. And I have an interrupt ready if it does. Hell yeah. We did it. You alright there, Maggie? It's a good sign, right? Chief, look, she moved! Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Oh, that's awesome. Does kind of go in the face of the whole blending in thing, but no one's really gonna notice there's some graffiti on it. What? I thought this was... That's cool. I had assumed this place was instanced. It's not. What do you think, Ny'ardbert? She's a beauty, isn't she? Same text. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new, or as prepared as we're like to get. How go your preparations, Ny'ardbert? We leave as soon as you're ready. Clement, you came! I thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. It's the least I could do for the fine men and women of what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put more curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive these memories. No, I don't mind. Really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folks, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There's a sister, too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. Then the Imperials came and took it all away. When old Migo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do the hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew. And the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer, so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. Nigh on 2 decades since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Clement. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? In any road, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. And don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But some outs tell me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, and you'd only say the word, we'd be glad to have you with us. Tempted though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some would call me a craven, but I prefer to think myself as a realist. My talent lies in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'm praying for your safety and success. May Ralger give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Get on that. Nope, not that one. Shirt. And hat. Reveal hat. Wait. Surely I've got something more Imperial looking. I do. I'll be dragged in by a Magitech Deathclaw. Shit's gonna start popping off now. Playing for keeps. At some point I'm gonna need to go do the rest of the warrior quest line. I'm hoping to get to level 50 before then. Got dialogue? No. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. But now is not the time for jests. I'm not big on, like, the way that it makes me have a beak, but other than that, I see what you mean. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Alfino and I will create a diversion out there and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alfino prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Y'shtola left shortly before you arrived. I forgot they were even here. Oh. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alfino and I attract too much attention. The approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Ny'ardbert. May the 12 keep you.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Sir. Oh, my apologies. I didn't notice you there, so engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Castrum sentry has been placed under high alert. Those found where they do not belong will be summarily punished. It's a good thing you don't ask where I belong, then. How do I look, Ny'ardbert? Do I cut an imposing figure as a Garlean's soldier? I wouldn't say imposing, but you don't, like... You stand out less than I would expect of a Lalafell. Like, I mean, there is one other here, and you look more imposing than him. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from Oxygens, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yeah, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You're summoned here to work, not to gawp at Eorzea's defeated heroes. Show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Yes, sir. Security's tight, just as we expected. We need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. You alright there? I mean, hello. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her up into my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Alright, well, I know who has it. Also, Tataru getting rescued because she is so cute is a pretty reasonable way for this to work out. Sir! What's this? Need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? We need pieces that are in there to help work on the Reaper. At the Tribunus' behest, you say? It's highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key. See that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Alright, come on, let's go. Would that I would hold you in my arms. Alas, we aren't meant to be. Shame, Imperial Guard. Maybe you could defect. Hopefully I won't kill you in one of these upcoming missions. Security's tight, just to be expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. I have it! A thin, rectangular piece of what appears to be Cermet, used to deactivate certain Magitech security terminals. Hey, cool it. Guys, you look so goofy. Please, calm it down. Hello. Prisoners, being held in the storage tower, as you should know, soldier. You did know that. I'm not entirely sure why I asked you that. Just want to make sure this is the storage tower. Alright, here we go. No! Amphilia and the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and you shall answer to your mistress. Oh. Wait, they left you with your weapons? Tataru, we must do something. I risk letting the entire Castrum know we're here. You're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd Squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. I mean, really, we should wait another, minute for them to actually leave. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Oh, wait. Undo the rope bombs? Oh, that's a slow process. Okay. Sorry. Got locked down. Get the ropes off in a second. What was the point of those ropes being interactable if we have to go to a cutscene to do it? Is it literally just there for us to fuck up? Ny'ardbert, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Oh, Y'shtola. I don't know if you want this 1v1. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Cursed scions. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the Castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. You showed us just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoing, Livia Junius. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends! We'll never forgive you! Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confound it! Ida with me! After them! Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once! Yes, my lady. No. No, no, no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Oh, Tataru. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Oh no. Ny'ardbert, hold him off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. Oh, I think this is the first time we get to see Urion J fight. Oh, he's an Arcanist. Cool. I guess that does make sense for the megaest of mega nerds. Whatever it is generating its shield must be near. Find it, Ny'ardbert. Okay. Not over here. Are you it? Oh, there's a dude over here. And a field generator. Ah! Oh, you came all the way over here. Alright, I guess you saw that he was in danger. Oh, there's more. Ah, there's no end to them. We labor in vain. Till the beast be divested of its shield, our blows shall not find their mark. Okay. Another shield generator. Ah, there you are. Hi. They're doing relatively okay. one's still invincible. Let's get the other one, though. Here it is. Target the damn creature. There's... I'm not getting away. Bring forth the Colossus! What the hell's a new design? Have care. Oh, thank you, Miss Billy. I wasn't planning on taking care, but it's good to know that that's the Alright, getting so low on potions. Alright. That's a Colossus, is it? More like a colossal waste of iron. It's pretty small for something called a Colossus. Like, the Vanguard was bigger than it.
Take the leader, kill the rest. What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
Oh, you made it! Oh, but Maggie.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
You can do it, Maggie!
But there's no one in there.
This is Cid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1,
Oh, I guess we're not doing that. Okay.
2,
3.
4.
Wouldn't we have all just got caught on the sails? Oh, poor Maggie. We hardly knew ye.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
I was about to say, seems pretty bad idea to fly over the place.
Seven hells.
Oh. Oh no.
No. It's here.
When did you get here?
12 preserve us. They
Thanks, around the
finished
ship.
it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque.
But the
item
battle
I
is far
requested.
from over,
Is it ready?
and so long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall
I'm
ever
sorry
be
to
hope
press,
of
but we
victory.
need it urgently. How soon can it
The
be
people of
delivered?
Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to grandfather. am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Hells take the Black Wolf and his new toy.
Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Castrum the order to sail, that is all. The Maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames?
Ready as we're like to be. I need only give the word to Royal.
Has there been no word from Ishgard?
None. The dragons have got their tongues.
Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. Not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council.
Van Bilzar claims to wield the power to smite primals.
Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realms of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. You're singing your song again. Deep in the desert of my heart. I don't know what tune you want to do for that, but I'm happy to see you singing again. Oh, Ny'ardbert, I hope my singing doesn't bother you. I'm rather fond of this little ditty. It reminds me of home. Once the people of Eorzea learn that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have returned, they will surely rally to our cause. We need only sound the clarion call. That wasn't at all how I expected things to play out, but at least we escaped with our lives. What do you think, Ny'ardbert? Was she impressed? Do you think she might consider, you know... Oh my god. Sorry we had to resort to such dramatic methods to escape. Things escalated so quickly that Alfino and I saw no other alternative. Well, it worked out. I feel like if we waited too much longer, we would have just gotten gunned down. Alright. I am going to split the recording here before the file gets too big. But then we will continue speaking with Minfilia. Alright then. Thancred's plight troubles us all. Yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. Plight? Okay. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Ny'ardbert, and help them to make the right decision. He is greatly concerned by recent developments concerning the Council of the Alliance leaders. Grim tidings, Ny'ardbert. It seems that word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering, yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Ny'ardbert, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. The Alliance leaders have gathered in the fragrant chamber. Let us hurry to them, and ensure that they do not act without the full knowledge of the consequences. Excuse me, I'm trying to go out. Yes, thank you. Okay, what is your business? This has been here the whole time, but I can't... What? I'm so confused. Do any of my quests I have lead there? No. No. Why do you have that symbol? Alright, whatever. Soon we'll have to take a quick side trek and do the warrior quests. So I need to finish that before we move on, but for now... The Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the doors, sir. My name is Ny'ardbert Tia, Primal Slayer and representative of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We're really looking to meet with them before that meeting ends. I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty, But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Only the jobbers, actually.
I fear you are mistaken.
Alfinord, Minfilia, and Seven Hells, Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
Well.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the Primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Cid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Okay. Cool. That went well, I think. Hopefully, we're right. Because, oh boy, if we mess this up, we are, well, we're right fucked. Alright. What level is this for? It's level 40, so I would only have 2 quests. Nope, not that, sorry. Alright. I guess let's head to the Waking Sands? Yeah, might as well. Sorry for the hesitation there. I just know that we're about to need to be at level 49 for a quest. So, I'm not sure how we want to get from point A to point B. I think if we don't get there, after all this time, finally take this quest. Heard we're in the same trade. You're in better shape than me, though. The mishap at the Wanderer's Palace nearly did me in, but boy was it worth it. The calamity drained near half the water from Bronze Lake, and there it was, an ancient table of ocean. Why is it called a palace, then? Beats me. I just went in looking for the treasure, me and my feller. It's like a dream, that's what it was like. Water hadn't done a thing. There were gold-framed mirrors, bright as the moon. We gazed upon ourselves draped in chains of pearl, dancing on a floor of marble and malachite, like a king and queen, me and my feller. A daring-do adventurer like yourself wouldn't say no to a chance like that, now would you? Tell you what, go down to the docks west of Camp Bronze Lake and talk to Abazi Shirazi. He used to be a boon companion of mine. I'll ferry you to the palace. Okay, why? Why are you telling me this? I came here by way of Wanderer's Palace. How you would love it there, a daring adventurer like you. There are automata contrived into the very walls. Dozens of secret rooms there must be. So why aren't you just clearing it out yourself? There's something you're not telling me. Alright, well, we'll do that later, I guess. We've got staff again! Hello there, nameless guards! I don't know, 14. Hey, Slap Swiss. My dear sister drew her last breath here in battle with the Empire. To her, the fight for Eorzea's future was more important than her homeland. True to her beliefs to the end, she was. No matter how dark the night, one day the dawn will break. As long as brave souls like yourselves take up the cause, the Scions will never stand down. Should really clean up some of these barrels. You alright there? Ma'am? Okay. Arnvald, you're back! I should have done something, done anything. But I didn't. And now Abba and Ollie are. I will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. We came away with our lives. Our losses weigh heavy in our hearts. We must carry on for those who have fallen. As one age endeth and another doth arise, so do our struggles wax and wane. What wouldst thou ask of me? Ah, there's the realm. Souls from ether far, strangers from strange lands, yester with thine eyes, morrow by thine hands. By my reckoning, these words from the divine chronicles tell of the warriors of light. With cloudless vision of the past, they forge the way into the future. Mine interpretation, it ringeth truth with what I would have, which I have witnessed. With what which? Instead of gratitude for coming to his rescue, Papa Limo called me a scatterbrain. The next time he gets caught by the Empire, I'm leaving him to rot. Had I not intervened, that Gallian soldier may well have done for Ida. Lowering her guard in the heat of battle as though she were on an evening stroll. How much of a scatterbrain could she be? Well, at least we cannot fault her for being inconsistent. The counter-offensive to come will require the total commitment of every allied nation, as well as the flawless coordination of all forces. I pray the Council understands this. We may have surmounted this latest trial, but the worst is yet to come. We must remain focused. I will not see our efforts wasted in futile regret. And as for Thancred, he and I have much to discuss. I understand you gave our fallen brothers and sisters a proper burial. I'm sure they appreciated it. When the Empire is beaten and all of this is over, let us visit them at the church. She hasn't said a word to me since the rescue. Was it all for nothing? Oh, Wedge, just talk to her.
What's next on the agenda? We're ready to get to work. For many years, I dedicated my life to the research and development of Magitech, unable or unwilling to see the repercussions of my work. And though I have since left Garlemald behind, its scientists continue to build upon my work. I fear that this new weapon may be another example of that, an ancient relic enhanced with technologies I created. And even should that be the case, it would still require a brilliant mind to... No. No, he didn't. Who do you think it is? It's not Biggs and Wedge. That much I can say.
Probably.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Cid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Cid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
Why do you have that?
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything, and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Okay.
Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Okay. Is there anything new in these dialogues? No. But gotcha. So Thancred is possessed, not a traitor. That makes more sense. I do have to wonder when he got possessed. Like, how much of this has been the Ascian? You have become a symbol of hope to all the people of Eorzea, Ny'ardbert, and I believe this to be no mere coincidence. The path you have walked and the battles you have fought, all were of your own choosing. Everything you are, you owe to the choices you have made. Alright. I am going to end this episode here, I believe. I need to get another level or so to access that, but I'll try and make it like the full level and a half so that I'm at 50 so I could go and do the warrior quests. But yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Ny'ardbert's adventure will return in Operation Archon.